All right, hey guys, wanted to just shoot a quick video from the hospital. My right knee has blown up. It's massively swollen. It's like there's a grapefruit in my kneecap. So I came to the hospital yesterday to the ER to get treatment for it, and they kept me overnight. That was unexpected. So I've been in the hospital now for another 24 hours, and they may be keeping me again today. I have severely limited mobility right now, walking because of my right leg. They don't know what it is. They pulled out fluid from the kneecap yesterday. No infection, no gout crystals, but they still think it's a gout flare-up, which is most likely what it is. So I'm here, and they've been loading me up on a bunch of, I think, like narcotics, just to help with the pain. And just to monitor my vitals. So far, so good, but still in immense pain when I'm not on drugs right now. So I'll be here for a while, probably a couple more days, maybe one day. But I did want to give you guys my opinion on everything that's going on in the world right now, because got some pretty big news. First, I want to offer congratulations to all the pro-life activists and advocates that have been fighting to get Roe v Wade canceled. So congratulations to you guys. I've seen on TikTok and YouTube what a dramatic day it's been for a lot of people. And so I know how important this has been for you guys. So congratulations. As a pro-lifer myself, I do think it's a step in the right direction. However, I also think the left is kind of like misinterpreting exactly what happened. Basically, abortion hasn't been like canceled per se. Like, it just goes back to the individual states where we the people can decide on an individual state level, which is how it should have always been. Because if you look at the Constitution, the word abortion is nowhere in the Constitution. So whenever they say like it's a constitutional right, it doesn't really mean anything, because it's simply not. That's just phrasing and linguistics that the left likes to do to make it seem like a real thing when it's really not. Kind of like how they repeated Trump's a racist, Trump's a racist, and eventually you start to connect the words like Trump and racism. It's a genius thing that they've been able to accomplish through language and linguistics. But I think that ultimately this was the right decision for the country. I do think that this is going to fracture the country even further. For example, you now have states that are going to allow abortions, and you're going to have states that disallow abortions. You're going to have companies that will offer $4,000 incentives for their employees to travel to the abortion states, and you're going to have companies that won't offer that benefit. So it's just really interesting how now America is fracturing again. Right now the main fractures are Democrats versus Republicans. It's elites versus not elites. I just got a phone call. Sorry about that. It's Democrats versus Republicans. It's elites versus not elites. It's woke versus anti-woke. And it's now abortion versus non-abortion. So this is crazy. On cue, the left has taken to the streets, where they're having tons of mini insurrections. For example, in Arizona, they were attacking one of the federal buildings, trying to break in. There's videos, you can find it on Andy Knows Twitter, so check it out there. I've also seen some rioters at their peaceful protests with flamethrowers. One of the guys launched a flamethrower at a police officer. Apparently he's been arrested, but January 6th, there were no flamethrowers there. So it's like, this is true violence. This is true threatening behavior. J6 was, from what I recall and what I've seen, there was some violence. We can't deny that, but it was mostly pushing and shoving, not weapons of war like flamethrowers. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we come to expect this from the violent left. It's what they do. And typically the mainstream media won't hold them accountable. They'll just offer cover and protection for them. And the timing of all this is quite suspicious, because we do have the midterms coming up in a couple months. It's going to come up fast, guys. And really, the Democrats had nothing to rally behind. Joe Biden has not given them much to work with. if anything, Joe Biden has created a lot of Republican voters and chased a lot of people away from the party, you know, with inflation, gas prices, wars, the whole grooming situation within the school system, the transgender issues that were not... The transgenders aren't the issue. The transgender debate is the issue, is what I'm talking about. I just want to be very clear. Also, we got the wars, we got the rising crime. You know, 80% of the country thinks we're headed in the wrong direction. It's really bad for them right now. So yeah, guys, like as I was saying, like this whole Roe versus Wade thing and the whole abortion argument is giving the left something to rally behind right before the midterms. So that's definitely giving them some momentum, but it was kind of like their breaking case of emergency. You know, last election they had the big C, and this election it looks like they're going to be, you know, rallying behind abortion, which is interesting because like that's an issue that's been around for like many decades and generations. So they've really gone into the time capsule, and you know, they're pulling out something that is just very, very, you know, old, an old argument, not something new like the big C. Anyway, I'm very happy. There are many babies across the country whose lives have already been saved from the ruling, though, because a lot of these states had something called like trigger laws where automatically they banned abortion once the federal Roe versus Wade was lifted. And a lot of these abortion clinics basically had to cancel some of their procedures. So there are babies' lives that are saved. I would hope that some of those babies are ultimately told how they were saved. So when they're older, I think it'd be really powerful to be like, you were online to be aborted, but due to this ruling, you now exist. What are you going to do with your life about that? So that's something interesting to think about. You know, again, I used to be pro-choice. I'm now very pro-life. And I really don't think any exception should be made. I think once a baby is conceived, it should be appreciated and respected as life. Because ultimately, like, if you can go to jail for killing a bald eagle, but you can kill your own child and just call it abortion and not murder, that's like kind of shows that we messed up along the way somewhere. So I'm not a crazy religious person about this stuff. I'm not like an evangelical, and I'm not going to go up to people and say, you're going to burn in hell and all that stuff. Like, yo, I just think that life matters. And as a human who was adopted, you know, and also as a man who had his child terminated through a, you know, by a woman who made that choice. Yeah, pro-life to me is the only way to go. I'm going to do a little cheer for you guys, like the leftists do in the street. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Roe versus Wade has got to go. Is that what? Yeah, that's a pro-life chant, right? Anyway, I'm very happy about it, personally, and I think we're heading in the right direction as a country. But this is going to fracture us some more. I think the ultimate... Well, the midterms are going to come up. We're going to have the red wave. We're going to win back a lot of seats in the Senate and the House and set up a lot of momentum for 2024. Hopefully, Trump announces he's running. Rumor is he'll do it July 4th, so Independence Day, 4th of July. Rumor is he's going to announce that. So we'll see what happens if he does. I think that'd be awesome. Great branding by Trump. And yeah, I do think when he wins in 2024, it is going to be very interesting what happens to this country. I think we're going to see riots like we haven't seen in a long time. And that's a pretty scary thought. So I'm going to do everything I can to be there, guys, for it, because I need to see how the story ends. All right, guys, that's my my update today from the hospital. Let me know if you guys have any comments, questions, drop them below. And also, don't forget, guys, if you haven't gone to check your blood work, go to a lab or the hospital or your doctor and get your blood work done. You should do it every year. Some people do it every 6 months. Some people do it every 3 months. My recommendation is get your blood work done. And then from there, see how you have to modify your lifestyle, whether it's diet or exercise. And then don't wait another full year to go back. Go sooner. Go like after 3 months to see if the changes you made are actually working. So for that first year, I would get, you know, more scheduled blood work done so that you can really fine tune and tweak what you're doing to your body and make sure you're getting on the right track. Because if you go 1 year and then you make all these changes and then you wait until another year, you don't really know. I mean, that's too long of a time to wait to see if what you're doing is working. So That's my opinion. And if you don't know where to get your blood work done, go to getyourbloodchecked.com. There is a lab locator, which has like LabCorp and Quest Laboratories. You just type in your zip code, and it'll show you where all the different locations are with the contact information and the hours of availability. So it's a really powerful tool. Go there, and if you find value out of the platform and you are going to commit to getting your blood checked, please sign the pledge on the website. Please sign it. It's really important to me. Sign the pledge that you're going to go in the next 30 days and take a friend. And also, if you can, please make a donation to the platform. You know, that money goes directly into my PayPal account, and it inspires me and motivates me to get out and keep pushing this message of get your blood checked. And the way I see it, like, if I'm telling you to get your blood checked and you're getting your blood checked because of my story, and then you go to the doctor and you find out you have some issues or you get a clean bill of health, whatever the outcome is, I feel like that, the fact that I'm the one who motivated you is a value. That's like so valuable for your own health, right? It's for you. So if you can make a donation because of my story and inspired you, you know, please, that's awesome. I really want to make this platform successful. I want to have apparel. I want people walking around with like, get your blood checked shirts so that we can spread this message eventually and really push it out there. But for now, no apparel, just donations if you can. And I really appreciate that, guys. So thanks again for watching. God bless Trump. Be free, my sheeple, and get your blood checked. I'll see you guys next time.